Hello everyone, welcome to the Redmen TV and my match reaction after Liverpool beat Brighton 3-0 at Anfield tonight in the FA Cup fourth round, which means of course we are in the hat for the fifth round draw, which I believe will take place on Monday. But yeah, Liverpool were very, very good value for tonight's win. 3-0 doesn't particularly flatter us, if truth be told. We were right at it and really convincing, and we did it with a little bit of swagger, bit of chest out, and yeah, in a bit of style actually. I must admit, a performance that has been all too few and far between, if truth be told. We've definitely had moments, haven't we, as the season's panned out, but tonight was one way you look at it and go, if only that Liverpool turned up more regularly, we'd be in a far healthier position, and maybe have far less concerns about what this season will unfold into. But let's focus on tonight, because it was really quite pleasing and quite impressive actually, against a decent Brighton side, that made a lot of changes. Granted, Liverpool didn't make as many changes I thought we would, to be honest with you. I was expecting 2 or 3 more. I was expecting maybe 1 or 2 or more of the fringe players to get a run out, possibly a couple of the youngsters in the shape of Trey Leone and Veerengamo as well. But Arne Slot went stronger than I anticipated, if truth be told. But yeah, and then when you see the way Brighton line up, maybe you think, okay, have we sort of overplayed our hand a little bit here? But yeah, it was good. It was good from the get-go, really. The first half was quite an even contest. Brighton gave as good as they got. They're a good side. I think whatever lineup they put out, they're always a side that loves to play football as well. We've come up against a lot of anti-football this season, and we've come up against a lot of set-piece dominant sides this season. Brighton aren't really either of those things. They do sit back and they do like to counter, but they're not an exclusively low block side. They're going to look to just defend, get into survival mode and hope for the best later on. They will always offer a threat going the other way, and they certainly did tonight as well, particularly in the first half, where there was scares, I think, for Liverpool, is fair to say. Alisson Becker was called into duty once or twice, but again, we were very much in control of matters, it felt like, for large parts of the first half especially. And I've got to say, Milos Kerkez was absolutely exceptional. So like genuinely, he just looked the complete left back, and he's had games like this, I think it's fair to say, whereby he's looked far more like it and far more like the lad that we all thought we'd sign. But I think the first 45 minutes, especially tonight, was exactly what I wanted us to have signed in a fullback. I thought he was unbelievable, full of energy, full of passion, but his decision making more than anything else was just spot on, and the quality offered in the final third as well, not least for the opening goal, the assist to Curtis Jones. Just the ball breaks loose, he gets there way ahead of his man. It's actually quite a tame effort from the defender to get across and half-heartedly stop Milos Kerkez delivering, but Milos Kerkez delivers, and he ends up delivering to his opposite fullback, i.e. Curtis Jones. His fullback to fullback, Jones getting on the end of it, inside the 6-yard box, dead centre of goal. It's interesting because he's obviously playing as a right back, Curtis Jones, tonight, and doing a very good job at it as well, considering it's obviously not his natural position. And you do just wonder, is that a normal, out-and-out, natural right back makes, or is it the fact he's got these attacking instincts and he's a midfielder, a trade? Like, that's why he decides to gamble and get in front of his man in that moment. But once he does that, not only is the decision the right one, the ball's exceptional, it's on a plate for him. There's still a lot to do for Curtis Jones, and the touch, deft finish under the bar, to keep it below the bar with the pace that was on the ball, is quite something. Like, so yeah, made up for Curtis Jones as well, because he's come in for a little bit of criticism in recent weeks. There's been some question marks around his future. Obviously, we know about the Inter Milan interest at the end of the window. He's been out the side a little bit. There's been some conspiracy theories knocking around. There's been the potential of a move in the summer. We know he's in the final 18 months of his contract. So I think a nice reminder tonight that A, he's a top-class footballer, and B, he's a really valuable squad member. Because if you've got someone who's played over 200 appearances for Liverpool, 25 years of age, Scouser born and bred, come through the academy, can do that performance tonight, out of position as well, but can also offer your squad just tons and tons of experience already. He's in his prime, he's already won loads of stuff. Like, I don't even know why we're contemplating selling Curtis Jones, to be honest with you. I feel like I'm preaching to the choir here, but anyway. So yeah, Liverpool go in at the break 1-0 up. And again, probably good value for it. Second half, we started okay, but it felt like we were in danger of shooting ourselves in the foot once or twice. Alisson's distribution, I don't know what's gone on, but he is giving me and probably many other Liverpool fans heart palpitations at this point. I don't get it. He gets charged down once and it cannons out. Luckily, fortunately for us, off target behind for a goal kick. And then literally moments later, he just plays a pretty aimless ball into midfield. And there's one or two more after that as well. So his kicking and, yeah, his use of the ball needs to change. I know he's cool, calm, and collected under pressure, but that was a little bit close for comfort for me, Ali, especially the first one. But then, having said all of that, he is still one of the best goalkeepers in the world, because a few minutes after nearly almost purposely conceding a goal, he saves the day. Free kick into the back post, headed back across goal, and Van Hecker, he's fully swan dived. He's committed. He's about to head it into an empty net, essentially. And Alisson Becker claws it away. Massive, massive hand, massive intervention from him. And like I said earlier on, he'd already made 2 or 3 saves on the night. So Alisson Becker, we are still indebted to you in terms of being boss at goaling, boss of being a goalie. But yeah, sort your kicking out, mate. Because your kicking is like sounds normally. I don't know what's going on. He seems to have this habit of just welling it into the heart of the midfield, usually an opposition player. But Liverpool go up the other end, and this is probably the pick of the bunch. Well, I mean, one's a penalty, but the first goal was quality, but this goal is such a lovely goal. Like, it's a team goal, back to front, and it's finished by Dom Szoboszlai, but the layoff from Salah into his path, Szoboszlai barely has to break stride. It's it first time, and the comparisons have been made, so forgive me, but it is Gerrard-esque. It's unstoppable. Like, it burst the net in a split second. The keeper had got no chance. Szoboszlai absolutely laces through it. What a strike. It's as pure a strike as you're going to see from the man who, let's be honest, has been our player of the season. If the season ended tomorrow, it's done. Like, it's a landslide victory for Dom Szoboszlai. The fella has been sensational. And I think that was his 10th goal of the season, and given the fact that he's been not just, output, he's been everything for us. Let's have it right. Like, the man can do everything. But he played at right back. He's obviously played in midfield. Like, he hasn't had a conventional season, so to perform at the level he's performed at and produce what he's produced is nothing short of sensational. And once again tonight, he was exactly that. Just phenomenal footballer who's having a phenomenal season. And yeah, you can't speak highly enough of Dom Szoboszlai. And tonight's goal was just more evidence in a growing bank of evidence of his quality. And you know what? Just on the Mo Salah thing, obviously the assist is pure class. He then wins a penalty and converts the penalty in some style as well. And that would have meant a lot to him. You can see in the celebration, he felt under a little bit of pressure, I think, to score the pen, tap the badge in the celebration as well, which was nice to see, given what had gone before when it comes to Mo. But it wasn't vintage Mo Salah. But it was Mo Salah, wasn't it? It was recognisable Mo Salah, I'd describe it as. Yeah, beating players, looking sharp, running past people, touch a bit better. Still the odd moment here and there where you're questioning decisions, and the use of the outside the left boot is a little bit, yeah, it's a thing now. But he got a standing ovation, and he looked really lively, and he looked like a Mo Salah, an effective Mo Salah that we can get some more out of between now and the end of the season, and which is kind of all you can ask for, I guess. So a pretty perfect night's work for Liverpool also. Nearly got even better when Ian Gamoa came on. Scored a perfectly good goal, boss finish, by the way. Beautifully worked once again. Flag goes up, no VAR. Looked pretty onside. I've only seen one replay, but he looked very onside to me. So that was a shame. Boo, that. But yeah, Rio, boss finish, really good for him, in spite of it not counting, because in terms of confidence boosting, getting on the pitch, another little smart cameo, and again showing his quality when he did get the moment to produce a bit of composure. Calvin Ramsey came on, which is a thing. He actually can play football for Liverpool. Who knew? So yeah, honestly, I'm really, really pleased with tonight. Really, really pleased. Really sort of confidence boosting win. And again, Liverpool have left a lot to be desired this season for many reasons, and we are still all a little bit confused by what we are and maybe what's to come. But there is a small but growing body of evidence now I think, in recent weeks to suggest that we are still capable of something special. What that is, I don't know. I sincerely hope it's Champions League success. I sincerely hope it's a top 4 finish. And yeah, why not an FA Cup as well? Because I'm a big fan of the FA Cup, I'm not going to lie. And silverware is silverware, and this football club exists to win silverware. So why not? And again, Brighton, we were far better than Brighton tonight, and they're a decent side. Bit of luck in the draw maybe on Monday, another home tie against somebody lesser, with all due respect to those left. You never know. Don't really want to get another big boy now, in terms of your Arsenal's, Man City. So, yeah, let's see how it all unfolds. But on the face of it, in isolation tonight was really good, and lots of good performances across the pitch, and lots of reasons to be hopeful. I'm not going to stand here and say that we are so back, because I don't believe that to be true. But again, I think individually, collectively, I think there's lads there that are getting back to something like the form they've shown previously in Liverpool shirts, and the new lads are getting better and better game in, game out as well. Florian Wirtz's a bit quiet tonight. Ekitike got a run out, but they've done enough work in recent weeks for my money. So yeah, to get Salah back a little bit, to get Kirkes to where he was at tonight, McAllister looked a little bit sharper too. Van Dijk and Konate were sound. Yeah, something there for me. There's hope. There's light at the end of the tunnel. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Let's leave it at that. Right, sound. I'm going to wrap up because my arm will officially fall off if I don't. I don't think there's anything else we need to discuss. So that was good. Very good. Up the Reds. I'll see you soon.